Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, my name's Koa and this is Koa's Plant Corner. So it's been a while since I filmed one of these videos to take some, a little bit of a, what do you call it when you like forgot to ride your bike but then you hop on it? Oh, it's a little bit of like muscle memory on how to set this whole thing up, but I think I did it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't have my mic. Where's my mic? That's weird, hold on. What the heck? So today we're going to talk about 5 of my favorite plants, and I wanted to include or just talk about plants that are not in my Millsboro and my Fabricore greenhouses. So these are all plants that live in my ambient humidity. Okay, so I'm going to start from the smallest to the biggest. So let's start with this first plant here. This plant, I'm actually very surprised that it survived my 1 month hiatus almost. But here it is. This is my Pothos Mandula Pothos. It's looking great, and I'll have a picture of what it looked like before. I'll put it right here. This is from and this is from my Instagram. So you can see here the leaves were smaller, but recently it did pop out these 2 new leaves on top, which are new within the last few months. Or weeks. And I'm surprised it's still alive because, again, I didn't water a lot of plants during that 1 month hiatus. And this plant, I think I remember only watering it twice within the past few weeks. So it's actually dry again. You can probably hear it. Everything, it just needs to be watered. Oddly enough, I'm really surprised that it's so drought tolerant. I did have a neon pothos that actually died during that time because it just couldn't keep up with not being watered. But this Mandula actually did like faint. You know how peace lilies would do that whole dramatic faint everyone talks about? This plant actually did faint and wilt, and I thought when I went to go ahead and water it, it would be a goner, but it just perked right up. This is actually my favorite pothos right now because she's proved herself and she's proved her worth within my collection. I did post it on Instagram and people were saying how they've experienced the same thing with Mandula, how they're very drought tolerant, and they're kind of, you know, they can kind of take what you put out, give out. They can take what you throw at them. They can take what you throw at them. So they can take what you throw at them. They can take what you throw at them. They can take what you throw at them. So yeah, it's been fun watching this baby grow. I think if I were to keep up with the watering a lot more, then I can get the roots to actually adhere to the moss pole. Right now it's not. So I'm gonna try to do a lot better of a job of keeping this baby watered. I'm gonna water it right after this video. So yeah, first plant, Mandula Pothos. So my next plant is a Hoya, and during that whole month off, a lot of my Hoyas died, and it just proves to me that Hoyas aren't loyal to me, or the majority of Hoyas just aren't loyal to me. So I'm not getting them back. It's only a few Hoyas I'm gonna replace, but the majority of them that are gone, they're gonna stay gone. So, but this one, this Hoya, this is my Hoya Crimson Princess. I think I did do a video on it, I believe so, but this is it right now. It's actually currently in a 4-inch pot. Okay, don't come at me. It definitely has to be potted. I think Hoyas are, you can leave them in smaller pots for longer times, but this definitely has to be potted because there are roots at the bottom of it. But this is the Hoya Crimson Princess here. This is she's huge. She is still throwing out, where is it, new growth. You can see it right there, the pink leaves. The thing with this plant, I think I did a plant care guide. If I did, I'll put it on the screen. With most Hoyas, when they get thirsty, they start to get a little wrinkle, like a little wrinkle on the back of the leaves, and they start to pucker a little bit. That's when you know you have to go ahead and water it. But for this one was puckered for a very long time, and plus it's in terracotta and a very chunky mixture, so I don't know. I'm glad this one kind of hung on because this is like my favorite Hoya right now, aside from my Hoya Bellas. I do have 2 pots of this plant. I have 3 pots of this plant, and they're all alive, so that tells you a lot. And the other 2 are actually in a greenhouse, in my Fabricore greenhouse. So fans are going, lights are on, and they're still alive and kicking. So that's great. They're actually giving me new growth. I just photographed a picture of it the other day. I'll put it here. The pink leaves are still happening, so they're doing good. Okay, my third plant is my silver dollar vine, or it's called Xericesios danguii. I don't know, something like that. I'll put the name on the screen. But I actually did a plant care guide on this plant. There is a little bit new growth, including this vine. So this vine happened during the time when I wasn't watering it. It did throw out this new vine. Super interesting. I did just see the other day that there's another small little baby vine right there. Super cute. So it actually thrived on neglect, which was actually interesting for me, because I in the past had never let it dry out, because I find that when it dries out, the vines will start to dry. Like as they're growing and the vines are getting longer, the new baby ones, they'll just dry out if they don't get much water. But this one threw out a whole vine during that time. So now I'm confused about the care of this plant, and I'm still experimenting on it, or I'm still like trying to figure it out, even though I've had it for like 3 years now. So, but it looks so good now. I put it in this weird plant set that I hate, but it's in there right now. I think it looks really cute, like a sculpture, like a work of art. So my silver dollar is plant number 3, and you hear Kata right now. She's throwing a fit because she can't come out the cage. She throws her little bell toy around on the floor of the cage just so that she can be loud and be obnoxious. I don't know where she got the sass from, but I'm not here for it. Actually, I am. So my 4th plant now, it actually lives on top of my Fabricore. I have other plants around it, so just get a little bit of, you know, humidity from the other babies. So I also do have water props around it as well, so that could be what's giving it a little bit of a, you know, boost that it needs. So I actually bought this baby as a chunk. I bought it as an Ace of Spades hybrid, I think it was. I'm really glad I did get it. I did pot it up a while ago. I think it needs like a slower grower because we're getting leaves but not seeing any roots yet. But this is it. This is my Anthurium Ace of Spades hybrid. This is the newest leaf. I think the second leaf was this one, I think it was. No, this is the second leaf, and then the first leaf that came out in this care, I think. Nope, backwards. This is the most recent leaf. Right, second most recent leaf. It's almost like it's been through it. And then the third most, or like the first leaf that came out in my care, which is pretty big for an Anthurium chonk, in my experience. Right now it's actually pushing out a new growth point, if you can see there. Super cute in ambient humidity. I do have it in this clear container here. No roots as of yet that I'm seeing, at least. The chonk had roots, but I'm looking for new roots. And normally when I repot Anthuriums in my chunky mix, or my Anthurium mix, I get a lot of fuzzy, huge, thick roots. So I'm still waiting on that. I do need to keep up on the water on this as well. You can kind of tell with the oldest leaf, the browning there. But yeah, this one is a plant that I tried during that 1 month to kind of water some Anthuriums, the ones that I really cared about, and I found myself watering this one a lot more, or not a lot more, but just keeping up with it more consistently than my other plants that I just let die, whatever. But this one's really fun, and you can see the abaxial of it. It's a little bit of that purpley color, like purpley red color on the veins, and then the sinus has that reddish purpley color. So it's really cool. I'm excited to watch this one grow and see what it turns out to be. And this new leaf is coming, so I need to actually water this as well so that I can keep that new leaf nice and healthy. And yeah, this is my 4th favorite plant, my Anthurium Ace of Spades. Okay, last but not least, and this one's last, it may not be like a super interesting plant, but this plant is one that I keep looking at. Like every time I walk into my room, it's like right there, even though it's not right there. Like it's actually really far away from me when I walk into the room, but my eyes is just automatically drawn to this plant. Oh jeez, it's so tall. I'm gonna go from the top. So this is my Marble Queen Pothos. This is the bottom of it. You can see here in the middle, like right here, I did lose some leaves by not watering it, but we move on. Here it is, here it is. We're not done yet. And there are 2 vines in here. This is where the one vine ends right here, this leaf here that you're seeing. It's very white and cream. If I can try to pull it down. Yeah, white and cream on it. And the other vine has a lot of green on it, so I'm getting a lot of half moons, a lot of sectoral bits, but this is from that same half moon vine. So we have this leaf here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. This leaf, it's also growing again, another leaf. So 2 vines in here. I think I need to repot it. Actually, I need to repot it. Look at the roots. It's gorgeous, but needs to be repotted. Yeah, because it's drying out way too often, especially all the foliage is drying out like way too fast. So this one finally grew up, and I put it up a pole, and it's not even like it's trying to attach to the pole. You can kind of see me. I don't know if you can in certain places where the aerial roots are sticking out there, like it wants to start attaching. I didn't expect me to actually like a pothos like this, because I do have my jade pothos, which is the only other pothos besides this and the mandula that I have. Yeah. My neon died. My neon one died. So this one's been really good. This has been really fun to take care of. I do spray it often for spider mites. I do get spider mites on some of my pothos, but this has been really fun, and I love seeing it. I wish I could show you. Like, look how pretty that is. I can't. That's so pretty. Like, I never expected me to be like obsessed like this over a pothos. Look how it looks, because the light is like right above it, so you can see the leaves start kind of like pointing upward rather than pointing down, which would be really cute as well. But this is stunning. You can't tell me this is stunning. You can't tell me. But yeah, that's my last favorite plant that I've just been looking at, paying more attention to recently, and it's a pothos. I would have never thought that I would be me. I love Anthuriums. I love like some philodendrons. Like, I never thought I'd be interested in a pothos, but I like it. It's been fun growing it upward and actually seeing it get bigger. I think that's what's really the most fun part about it. But that's it for this video. If you're still watching, you're the best. Thank you for watching. And I will be posting more videos recently, like coming up. I will be posting more videos now. I apologize for taking such a long hiatus, but I thank you all for the, what do we have? 600 and something subscribers? Let me see. 618. I don't know if you can see that. So 118 of you guys decided to subscribe and still, you know, like the content and support it, even though I wasn't posting. I was trying to post reels during the time, but yeah, I still thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all of the old OG subscribers for hanging in there and still hanging, still chilling with me and having patience. So if you want more of planty content from me, I do have an Instagram and a TikTok. My Instagram is really where I'm at most of the times. I'm not really active in my stories. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.